So then the South by Southwest thing happened.
That was the last straw.
Okay. Seqo, you didn't go to that.
Nah, I was in London.
Okay. But Ado, you went to that? Okay, so describe that whole South by Southwest.
Real briefly, South by Southwest. We went there. I was in Atlanta, and I was talking to Danny, and we had some stuff going on, and we were supposed to meet up back in New York, and then we was gonna go to South by Southwest because it was on the tour. Remember, it started the Day 69 tour, which started in Arizona, which we went to, just us, going there 3-4 deep, no Shotti. And he was like, all right, so we had some plans and stuff we was gonna do, and I flew back to New York. On the way flying back to New York, like maybe 4 days before the South by Southwest shit, Shotti takes up and flies Tekashi by himself with 3-4 dudes that nobody really knew, and just flies him to Texas and just out there with him by himself. You know what I'm saying? First time he ever was really with him since the LAX anything fight or anything like that. So we got a group text, and we kind of arguing in the group text, like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you just taking the artist out there? You can't protect him. You was some whack dudes, you know what I mean? The South by Southwest coming up. We all arguing in the group chat, and at this time, Shotti is trying to be Suge Knight. The separations, we kind of arguing with each other. It's a lot of bullshit going on, a struggle, don't post this, don't post that. So Shotti is using that to his advantage at this time, and he leaves 6ix9ine he leaves Danny in Texas and flies back to New York by himself, just with Trife Drew and Justin and 2 other guys. South by Southwest is 2-3 days from there. Who does that? Like, who does that? Me and Harv and us, he's in London at the time. Me, Harv, and a bunch of like 10 more brothers, like, yo, even though Danny's on some bullshit right now and he's thugging shot and doing those bullshit shots, we're gonna fly to Texas, we're gonna help them. These dudes are all on the internet talking about they're gonna kill him. We flew to Texas, we went to the South by Southwest show. He stopped picking up the phone with us, he's saying little stuff, he texted me like, Shotti said, you guys are on some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure my way out in this shit, and shit is getting crazy. We don't give a fuck about all that. We in fucking Texas, like, where you at? We at the South by West show, you acting like you won't come, they telling you they gonna kill you, get your back in, and you making us look bad. Like, we here, where are you? He never pull up. At that straw, boom. When Seqo got back and he called, it was just,
Yeah. Right, because Jay Prince's sons were basically on Tekashi's head at that point. And
they had good reason though, because before he left and flew out to Jay Prince's son, Jay Prince Jr. and them, I never met them, but they went out there and seen Shotti and Danny and them in a sneaker store and told them to come to their little party, and I guess they were supposed to be giving like a little announcement or something, some shit that was going on in Texas, and he said, make sure you be there at 12 o'clock. It's fucking Jay Prince Jr. He tell you you in Texas, he say, yo, pull up at 12, you pull up at 11:30, It's lit. You guys see what this guy going on in his city. He got a big announcement. Shotti trying to make an entrance. He comes at 1 o'clock after 1. So they dub him. They don't let him in. They're like, oh, yeah, can't come in. And that's how all of that started. They put him out, kick him out. And I guess Shotti was scared as hell. He flew back to New York and just left him in.
Okay. After South by Southwest, were you guys both done with him?
I mean, yeah. Personally, me, yeah.
I was still talking to him, but I was pretty much done with him, you know what I'm
saying? It was obvious what they was doing. They was trying to split the label up and everything, because we had a group chat, and I texted him, I was like, yo, what the fuck you trying to do? Like why you trying to keep Boy to yourself? Like what's your motives? First of all, you're not a manager.
Not his manager,
now you making
never
managerial moves. You're not a manager, nigga. Like, so why are you trying to make all of these moves?
Right. Is this around the time when you started seeing the videos of them together? And
That's when you start seeing all of them, and he figured he could do it by himself.
And my manager not getting his money.
Chris,
my manager is not getting his money for the shows.
And that was still
Chris.
And that was still Tekashi's manager this whole time. And Tekashi's not paying him.
He's not paying him. He's not saying nothing about it in there. He talking about Shotti. He's not acknowledging nobody no more. He acting like he started. You seen all the shit. We just showed you the book. He didn't start no Treyway or none of that,
Okay. And was that around the time that Shotti started saying Treyway, the new death row? Yeah, I mean, it's interesting when I talk to some of the people who are affiliated with death row, like the Mob Jameses of the world or the Tradies of the world, and they're like, death row was filled with death, murder, prison time, ruined lives. Like, why would anyone want to follow in those particular footsteps? Like, everyone knows how death row ended up.
Exactly.
Suge's doing 28 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but here was Shotti saying we're the new death row.
Yeah.
Which I always found a bit weird.
Yeah. That's the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? I just go to show you, like, damn, where that nigga mind at?
Yeah.
Where his mind at? Like, the new death row.
Yeah.
Who's nigga? Nobody like Death Row.
Yeah, you could say the new TDE. You could say the new Atlantic Records. I mean, there's lots of labels you could name that didn't end up like Death Row.
You can say the new NWA.
Yeah,
something.
You could say
anything,
all that.
but the new Death Row. This guy is retarded.